Welcome to the These Two Bros podcast where, you guessed it, two bros are going to sit and argue about random nonsense until we forget what we were talking about. If you love the podcast, consider checking out our other socials at These Two Bros.
What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for coming to hang out.
Welcome back. Welcome in.
Welcome back. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. We had an awesome weekend.
The weekend was jam-packed, and I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm still a little out of energy after that.
I'm paying for it. My shoulder still hurts from shooting and then golf on top of it.
Yeah.
My back is still like, hey, idiot, why were you carrying your golf clubs all
very,
day?
very much lacking in the energy department right now.
That was rough. I'm glad that my job pays for a really nice hand truck, so I don't have to work too hard. But yeah, I've definitely been regretting the non-stop action this weekend.
And so far, I haven't done anything as far as physically demanding at work, so let's hope it stays that way.
Yeah, fingers crossed it stays that way for you. Alrighty, on today's episode of These Two Bros, we've got, the classic news stories. But a couple would you rathers today. I found a good one, and I saw that you would put one on the list, and I was like, you know what, we can do two.
They both look solid. I'm
really excited about mine. Yours, I'm excited about as well. It just makes me. It's too real. It's too real. I think I know there's an obvious answer to it, but
you don't want to admit that there's.
My job is also really easy, so to do the other it'd be huge.
Doesn't make sense, right?
Exactly.
It doesn't make sense.
Grinds my gears. We've got apparently we have a Dingleberry of the week. I didn't have one, so I just skip over that.
I picked one up though.
And then we've got a fantasy draft. Nobody showed up in the polls.
Dude, 2 votes. We're going backwards. What the hell is happening?
2 votes.
What the hell?
Maybe they just didn't like our draft. If that's the case, if you guys are listening to this, don't like the stuff we're drafting, go on Twitter and tell us what to draft.
That's on you guys. You can make suggestions.
We're literally picking that. We're Googling things to draft on Google, and we're Googling on Google. We're looking it up on the internet an hour before the stream.
Yeah, you can suggest things. Just do it.
Just go to Twitter. We're at These Two Bros. It's super easy, and tell us what you want us to draft, or tell us would you rather questions you want us to do.
I feel like it's obvious that they want us to pick something that they want, but they're not just
That's
not
what
telling
I'm saying.
us.
Like who doesn't vote in that? Like I shared it a couple of times. I did have somebody comment that said that they just didn't agree with either one of our lists.
Yeah,
and
I saw that. But like you're not gonna suggest anything.
Solid contribution.
Yeah.
It's not really how this works.
Way to help the team.
You're gonna go through the effort of commenting, but you can't drop a vote. I don't understand.
I don't get it.
I mean, one of the lists has to be better than the other, even if you dislike both of them.
Or you have to like at least more on one list than the other.
You're telling me that we've named 10 fast food restaurants, 10 of the most popular fast food restaurants.
And we went 0 for 10, apparently.
And we went 0 for 10 for this person, and that's including, we had sandwich places, we had pizza places, we had burger places, we had everything that you could imagine on
one of everything, for sure.
Some people like to suck.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you got anything for us before we get into it?
Nope.
Alrighty, here we go.
Bro, there's no shot I'm buying that.
You got our no shot news stories for the day.
Yeah, I got a couple of them. So I have one that's neat, a little scary, and then I have one.
Neat.
Yeah, it's neat. It's neat. It's a neat little heartwarming story, and then one that's like pretty badass. So I'll start with the nice like fluffy piece. With the hurricane going on in Florida and everything.
Yeah.
This guy's mom was trapped in her house, and he's like, "There's no way I'm leaving her out there. She's 84 years old. No way. Water up to her waist." There's a picture of it.
Yeah.
If you can find it, but. Water up to her waist. This dude swam a half a mile to get to her and rescue her.
So he swam half a mile back with her?
It didn't say how they got back. I'm assuming somebody like helped and came pick them up because he had his phone with him and was taking took a selfie with her in the water and him like standing out of the water.
So weird to me. Like you said, I want to be like, aw,
right?
that heartwarming. On the other side, you cared so much, but you did little before she was drowning. Like I don't. It's not like we didn't know this was coming, and I understand it was a late notice.
But, well, sometimes too, you get those people that are like, I refuse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's like they got to notice what Monday. Hey, this is actually gonna hit us pretty decent. And he was just like, nah, Grams, nah, Gam, you got to stay out there until. Don't call me unless the water's up to your hips.
It
and
better
then,
be serious.
Yeah, like I'm not coming out there again unless I'm swimming.
But I know, like, if it was my mom, I'd be like, I'm coming to pick you up. We're not arguing about this. We're leaving.
Yeah, it was my mom leaving her out there. But that's a different story.
Two different sides of the coin there for sure.
Sucks to suck, man.
But yeah, I thought it was a sweet story, even though like.
For
it
sure.
was kind of like, yeah, you probably should have left before, but you know.
It gives me, with him taking selfies and then them somehow getting back, makes me think that maybe he didn't have to swim out there.
Yeah, I don't know.
It gives me the vibes of like,
Like,
hey, I'm helping this person.
Could have borrowed a boat.
I'm doing charity and I'm taking a selfie while I do it so that you know. Like,
the selfie part definitely threw me off. I was like,
weird.
I was like,
bro.
really? We're gonna pretend like it's so dangerous, but you're
that's weird.
Taking a selfie.
Sick. If everything with the story is legit, cool, man. But on the other side, like, get your gam. Like when they say, "Yo, Florida, it's our yearly hurricane," get gam.
Yeah.
Don't wait until she's drowning, bro.
But little heartwarming.
Yeah,
Saved.
for sure.
Nobody hurt. In this instance, I know there's a lot of other stuff going on.
The
there,
videos from that were
it's
wild. Bro.
It's crazy.
The tornadoes just tearing through stuff. What's most wild to me, though, is like, again, I don't want to be too judgy because I know these guys got a little bit of a late warning and some people can't. The freaking out in the videos, like, we weren't prepared for it.
Yeah, or like
the screams in the videos, like, hey, you're a mile away from where this is.
Or like the Floridians haven't been through this 18,000 times.
Dude.
This is once a year, every year, at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody in that story turned out well for them, and thankfully for that. So the badass story here, the Texas Highway Patrol added a car to their chase fleet. So
is it the C8?
No, it's a Hellcat Red Eye.
Interesting.
Boosting over 1,000 horsepower.
What? Who are they chasing in that tank?
So originally, a drug dealer was running all around the county that they're in.
Yeah.
In Texas.
Was it his car?
It was his car.
Yes, these are my favorite.
Tons of drugs in the trunk. Guns in the trunk.
No.
Like strike 1, 2, and 3 there.
Yeah.
And a helicopter. They had the like police helicopter in the air, and they're following this guy. And they said he was doing upwards of 160.
Yikes, bro.
Through the streets.
That's just an additional felony on top of your other felonies.
Yeah, absolutely. That's some jail time.
I will say I love when they confiscate their car and then they wrap it in their police shit and throw lights and sirens on it. Bro's my favorite.
It looks badass.
I bet. I just saw one when you said that. I can't remember what vehicle it was. It was like a Corvette. It was not the new Corvette, not the C8, but it was like the C6,
like the C6,
yeah, and it looked freaking sweet.
This one, they caught this dude, and then so they have to go through a process to try and keep those vehicles.
Yeah, for sure.
So they just petition a judge.
You mean they can't just run the streets? And
just go grab it.
Thanks for the Honda Civic. Hector.
Undercover as hell. But they petitioned a judge. And the judge was like, yeah, because that guy obviously is not getting his car back no matter what. Because he ain't getting out of jail for a while.
Yeah.
And they rewarded the car, and they wrapped it up and put all the bells and whistles on it. And it's a nasty little beast.
I'm surprised that they didn't undercover it.
I kind of am, too, because it's for, like, the chase cars and, like, the speed trap type thing.
Have you seen the Mustang?
I haven't.
I saw the Mustang the other day.
Which count, like Clackamas, or?
I think I was in Salem.
Okay.
I was driving through Salem, and I was like, "Is something just about where it was parked?" I was like, "That's kind of coppish," and I was like, "Oh, that's tinted as shit." And as I went by, I saw his computer screen, and he had regular plates on.
Right.
Like tinted out, windshield and everything.
Filth.
I was like, "Ooh, you
Filthy.
dirty little bitch!" And then I put him in Waze. Like
So-
I love what you're doing, but I'll be more effective on slowing.
So he had
drivers
to
down.
move like 5 minutes
Yeah,
later. He's
yeah.
like,
Dang
it.
I've heard some cops say that if they sit in a spot for too long and they don't really get anything, they'll mark themselves in Waze and then leave.
And then move.
Because, dude, it's more effective. It's more
Chest-
effective than getting
chestnut
a ticket.
checkers.
If I'm
Chestnut
driving
checkers.
and I see Waze pops up, says there's a cop, I'm doing the speed limit.
Yeah,
dog,
for
because I know
sure.
he's there.
For
you gotta
sure.
be an idiot to
Yeah.
be using some
You're just
service
like-
like that
you're
and
like,
just like
I'm just going to test it.
risk it for the
Oh,
biscuit,
well.
dude.
Oh,
What's
well.
the biscuit? A fat ticket?
Yeah, no kidding.
Not worth
But-
it for me.
But yeah, so 1,000 horsepower, you are not outrunning that.
That's gangster, dude.
Good luck. So
Well, you know, they got to be able to drive it too. That's
true.
That's the key is the
That's
guy
true.
behind the wheel. If the
You can't put the super old fat guy back there either. Like that's just
hey
embarrassing.
man, he outranks us. He's got to take it. He's got the whip.
you know he got it too.
Alrighty, let's move on to the Would You Rather.
Hey, bro, would you rather?
All right, since you brought the heat and had a couple news stories, and I was lackluster on this one, I'll take the first. Would you rather?
Okay.
It kind of popped up, and considering both of us drive for a living, it was kind of a no-brainer. But I'm on the other side of like the other half of this.
Yes.
So on today's Would You Rather all traffic lights that you approach turn green, or you never have to wait in line again?
As a driver, that is a tempting offer as far as the green lights go.
You're going the line.
Yeah, man.
How many lines do you find yourself waiting in?
All the time.
Bullshit.
All the time.
At the
When you go get
7-Eleven,
food,
you can't
when
wait
you
for
go-
3 people.
you can't
Bro,
wait
I'm
for
not,
you
I'm
can't wait for a
taking
line.
every green. Hell no. If I wasn't, like you said, if we weren't driving trucks every day, today, no.
I think the thing that would change my mind is if there's never any traffic in front of me and I get green lights. Then
but
I'm
the
taking
traffic's
that.
going to be somewhat moving. Like if the light turns green as you're approaching it, traffic's going to start flowing. Most of the time that you get stuck in traffic is
But I gotta still deal with idiots. So it's like
but you're going to deal with them regardless. But you're also
Exactly.
sitting in red lights.
exactly.
Did yesterday? It was like every light I pulled up to was doing the opposite. Every light was turning red, and those days, oh man, I want to put the truck into a tree, dude.
I
Like,
had a
I
half
can't.
and half day. So I started my day out hitting like all the green lights.
Yeah,
Just ridiculous. I'm like
it's a
sitting here.
nightmare.
I'm sitting here thinking about it, but here's the thing. Here's what happened. And this is why it changed. I'm riding along and I got a dude in the truck with me. He's a trainer.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Man, we're hitting a lot of green lights." And I looked over at him and I said, "Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me?"
So your trainer's colorblind.
And I'm like, "Dude, you don't talk about the green light."
Oh,
Streak.
you were hitting the green lights early.
Yeah.
Oh,
in the day. We were
and
hitting
he
all of them.
Called it out.
Yeah, like the no. It's like the no
I was
hitter.
so confused. I thought I thought
yeah.
your story was saying that you were getting all the red
No,
lights,
we were-
and this guy somehow
we were
just
flying.
wasn't paying attention.
We were flying.
What a dum dum.
And then about 11 o'clock, after probably about an hour after he said that, it was like couldn't buy a green light.
No, dude. Did you just mug him the whole time? Just stare him down like this is your fault, bro.
No, but I did bring it up later. I'm like,
Bring it up in the safety meeting.
I said, you know what? We wouldn't be here if somebody hadn't said anything about the green lights.
He jinxed you.
He,
What
he,
a turd.
he laughed
dude.
about it. It was a
Yeah,
good time.
of course he laughed about it. Were you driving?
Yeah, I was. Of
course he laughed about
yeah.
it then, because he was sitting in the passenger seat.
Because he's
the whole
chilling
time.
like a villain.
Yeah, he's sitting
so.
on his phone.
Yeah, I think I gotta go with the lines. I really don't like waiting in line for
I
stuff.
will say I would benefit from the lines, and I could do a lot. I mean, that's like go to Disneyland and you just literally
bro.
walk on each ride. But
Yeah,
you still got to pay
Or
$6
like-
grand to fucking do it. So
or
it's
like,
not like
what
you're
if-
saving any
yeah,
money
true.
to go to
True,
Disneyland.
true.
You just get to get on the rides faster,
True.
which that's cool.
yeah.
But shit, dude,
Uh,
I'll just time my trip.
I
and
also
go.
another big factor was like when we were waiting in line for like food and stuff was kind of a big deal. Like I could get it right now. Like
Yeah, but like
Like,
you
go.
get your food and then you hit 16 red lights on the way home and your food's cold. I'll wait in line and get a nice smooth trip home, dude. For me, it's a
It's-
no-brainer on lights. But
Yeah.
I get the appeal. I hate lines. You know this.
Yeah.
I will rather go to Burger King if there's no line than to get a nice steak at the restaurant next door if I have to wait in line for it. I will not do it.
If
man.
come back to me when I buy my Corvette, and then I might change my
Ain't no lights on the freeway, baby. You're going balls to the wall.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't
So
have.
you-
I don't. If I still had like a speedy car, I probably would.
Just
go
don't
to
do it
green
in
lights.
Texas.
Yeah, no, you're not getting away.
1,000
with that.
horsepower gotta get you real quick.
But yeah, so like I would probably go lines. I just I just
Interesting.
feel like that's more convenient.
I thought this was gonna be
I
completely
already
lopsided. on that
deal with
one.
red lights, so it's like whatever.
Yeah,
It's
but if
just
you
like-
never had to deal with them again,
it's a normal part of
I'll
life.
cream in my pants.
Yeah, but then I get
I wake up
Then I
to-
get froggy.
Wake up tomorrow and just know no more red lights.
I'm gonna hit every
I'm
light,
gonna
every
bring
light
s-
green.
I'm gonna have to bring 16 pairs of spare underwear because I'm gonna cream every time I blaze through a light that sits for 10 minutes.
Just straight water.
Water
Water by the end of the day.
Yeah, water wiener.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with that. You're
Okay.
going with green lights.
Oh, for sure,
Okay.
easy.
All right. So my would you rather is you work the job you have now.
Okay.
And for 1 year, you get double your current pay rate. Or you still work the job you have right now. Or you actually, no, sorry. You have a year off, but you get paid at your current rate instead of double for working it.
I think for me, again, that's super easy.
Yeah.
Because, like, I feel like the money, sure, it's easy to say, like, oh, that's a lot of money, but you just not having to work
Yeah.
and just be home, know that the money's coming in, be able to be with the kiddos more, be able to pursuing and stuff like that more. That's what it's like no con. I go the year off, getting paid, get back to work in a year, or put that money to work and for me while I'm
You
not
still
working.
make a decent wage.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
nothing wrong with that. I, on the other hand, because of my life situations,
Yeah.
I would probably work at double, which would be a stupid amount of money.
But I feel like that would be a stupid decision because your current life situations are going to take more money because you're making
no,
more
because
money.
we can't go back and try for that for another 2 years. So the 1 year
They've
is
got their ways.
perfect.
They've
The 1
got
year
their
is
ways.
perfect.
Oh, so we're going perfect rules of starting today.
No, it says 1 year for
Yeah,
1 year.
1 year today. I like it.
1 year, but that
Look,
would
that's just opposing.
I
That's not
think-
normally the case.
I think that would set me up in a lot of ways, and it'd be.
just be a lot of Pokemon cards because you're.
I
nerd.
haven't bought a Pokemon card in months.
Yeah, because you're not making
Months.
stupid money right now. When you're making decent money,
I know
you're
that-
not making stupid
That first
money.
fat check's gonna come in, and I'll be like, "Let's
Yeah.
finish the
Let me-
set.
Let me get some Pokemons.
Let me finish the set here." But yeah, I think I'd have to go the other way and go get double rate for.
I'm curious what I think the majority of people would go more money.
Yeah, I feel
But
like
I feel
that
like
too.
it depends on it very heavily depends on your situation.
Well,
Because
here's
I don't have, like you said, those factors that are hitting my bank account hard. That number's less appealing to me. Sure, it's nice to have more money and make more money, but right now for me, the time. more
yeah,
important.
absolutely. Well, the time is very important for me too. I just need certain things
Yeah.
to happen in my life to
Yeah.
where I can get ahead and kind of like stay that way.
Exactly.
So that'd be nice.
Get the ball rolling
yeah,
in the direction
yeah.
you want.
Yeah, get it instead of fighting it uphill. We're kind of rolling downhill a little
Yeah,
bit, you know.
Yeah.
Plus, for me, time and a half that would put me up over $100.
Yeah, no shit.
That's insane.
Yeah, I don't
So,
get overtime, so I don't know
I
what
mean,
that's like.
yeah. So I mean, for me,
I barely
I
work
think
40 every week.
my certain situations that would benefit me greatly. So
Yeah.
Even
Even Andrew's gonna be putting in crazy amount of overtime, Mr.
Max-
Mr. Volunteer,
max hours.
Mr. Steal, you're out over here, dude. How many garbage routes can I run? Can I run
Right.
3 today?
Can I get 3 or 4 done? We'll
Can I
see.
get let me get 30 hours overtime this week.
14 hours a day? Let's do it.
Ugh.
Yuck.
At that amount of money though.
Not that. Yeah, that'd be insane. That'd be
Alrighty, looks like that wraps up the other.
Yes, it does.
Dude, you know what really grinds my gears?
Couldn't see that one there for a second. I needed to scroll down and see. On this week's Grinds My Gears, I had nothing in this category until today.
Let's just say I heard this unfold live.
Dude, it's so tough. So what really grinds my gears is playing video games with a child, bro. Dude, I want this to be a fun experience, and I want to have a good time, but man, he is not good at Rocket League.
I think part of that is the game you're playing.
Well, of course, exactly,
Yeah,
and I know that
absolutely.
as well as like Rocket League itself is frustrating.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. The kid's got the craziest luck with hitting me instead of the ball.
Yeah.
It's like I'm like, are you really good at being dog shit, or are you just like not paying any attention?
Or do you think
at
it's
all?
like funny to piss me off? Like
That's what I'm like. I gotta look at him and be like, what are you playing a psychological
as you're
game
trying to
right
like
now?
watch the screen, but you're like,
Yeah.
let me check. Nope.
Every once in a while. So if you're not familiar with Rocket League, it's like soccer with powers. There's little boost pods you can pick up and get boost, but you burn through it super fast. The number of times that I have to ask him, hey, do you have boost? No.
I heard that live.
Hey,
It was-
what are you doing?
was
Oh, I was
pretty
going to
funny.
get boost. And I was like, weird, because you're sitting in the middle of the field doing nothing.
You're driving in circles,
And then I
dog.
was like, hey, go grab that full boost. And he grabs it, and he jumps, and he burns all of it right in front of me. And I was like, hey.
But in front of you, into you.
Yeah,
not just...
I literally watched him fly by me, and I was like, hey, do you have any boost? No. I was like, yeah, you just burned it
Are you
all,
going
dude.
after the ball?
No. Just rocket across the sky, dude. Oh, man, my blood was boiling so fast that I was like, dude, it's not your fault, and I recognize, but the matchmaking just kept putting us against people who were actually decent at the game.
I'm absolutely trash at that game, so like that would frustrate me all by myself because I already suck. So it's like I'm the sucky person trying to carry the team, and this is not working well.
I will say, it's not as bad as playing with you. It's no. Playing with you is not as bad as playing with him. Sorry.
If it was, I would be like, yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah,
honestly,
no, it's not quite to that level. I don't have to be like, hey Curry, you have boost? Hey Curry, what are you doing inside their goal right
Hey,
now?
can you try and block that, or
you realize I'm a 2v1ing everybody right now? Because you're sitting in the goal, and he's like, I'm trying to get boost. And look, there's no boost pod.
a little help
There's no
here?
boost pod in the goal.
Yeah,
dude.
no, there's none.
But I'm getting him to. I'm trying to use it to like teach him about soccer.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, hey, get open.
Yeah.
If you see me in the corner with the ball over here, go to the middle because I'm gonna pass it right to you.
Translate to real life.
Like,
yeah.
And then also barking at him of like, hey, I've got the ball. Why are you right here with me?
Why are you trying to take it from your teammate?
I'm your teammate, dog.
Yeah.
Playing video games with kids. Grinds my gears, dude.
So mine is getting a little mouthy as far as there's no he likes this retro bowl game on the phone or iPad.
Yeah, you've been playing the crap out of that.
And this kid
We're not sponsored by them, by the way.
he keeps saying like, oh, my team would destroy yours. I would destroy you. And I'm like, bro, first of all, this is based off of Tecmo Bowl. You have no idea what you're talking about. I will eat your team for breakfast.
Hit him with the Bane.
Like, dude, this kid thinks like his old man didn't play video games or something. Like,
I don't get it, man.
did I tell you about when we played Mario Kart on Switch?
No.
So he's in there setting like lap records, right?
Yeah.
And he's like getting all excited about it, and I come in and I'm like, what's going on? He's like, oh, I set a track record. I go, oh, I bet I could beat it. And
Yeah.
he's like,
And I don't play this
no
game.
way, and hands me the controller. First try, beat it. He's like, well, I'll beat that. And I go, that's cool.
Yep.
And he beats that, and he's like, yeah, Dad, come in here. I'm like, okay. I'm like, here, give me the controller. do it again. And it goes back and forth like this 3 or 4 times, and then it's getting real tight. Like there's not much more room for improvement.
Yeah, if you're on a perfect lap, like you're shaping corners, hitting the little jump spots.
I'm like, dude, he hit like 2 minutes flat, and I'm like, I'm going under a minute. I'm going sub 2 minutes right here.
Oh no!
And he's like, that's not even possible. Yeah, not to you, maybe.
Yeah.
And then he
got little boy fingers.
And then he stopped. He stopped trying. He's like, oh, I can't get it right now. And he's like, I'll go home and get it. And I go, well, that's kind of cheating since I don't have it to rebuttal. And like 3 or 4 days later, it's like, so you beat it yet? And he's like, no. I was like, yeah, bro, I grew up with that. You don't understand.
Yeah, I feel like they'll learn eventually, but it's gonna be trial by fire. They're only gonna learn.
It's gonna take that head bashing into the wall a few times,
or it'll get to the point where we just stop gaming. Which I mean, I don't see anytime soon. But like eventually, I feel like we'll grow up and stop.
I'm excited to jump back on the new Warzone with you guys, and hopefully some TDM. And some other stuff like that too.
Yeah,
dude, we clean house on TDM.
That and search and destroy, like all that stuff. Dude. Yeah. That's what I was trying to get you to play on the beta.
I'm not as much of a fan of search and destroy, but it can be fun when you have the right people.
I think just in general, you're gonna have a good time with this game because you're gonna be good at it.
Yeah,
it takes out a lot of the corny stuff.
We usually
the
smack
canceling and all that.
Oh,
shit.
Gotcha. Okay.
The movement, like obviously, there's still demons. There's still people that are.
There's always going to be that.
For the most part, your gunfights are just gunfights. They're not funny fights, jumping around, sliding around corners, and it's fast.
You're right.
So when you hit your shots, it matters.
Yeah.
Which is huge.
Well, when we were playing team deathmatch, dookie on people, just dookie.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited.
Did you put in for the day off?
No, I haven't yet. I gotta get a hold of a sheet to fill some dates out. So
yeah, Trent and I both have the day. So we'll be.
I don't think it'll be a problem.
Yeah, I can't imagine. The only thing is that it's Friday before Halloween. So if people have like, parties. Super common. I know that's what's going to happen though. Is I have the date off and we have nothing going on, but someone's going to plan a Halloween party that I'm supposed to go to, and I'm going to say no.
On Friday? I don't think so. I think there's one Saturday that we're supposed to go to.
I haven't heard anything about it. I hope that it's Saturday.
I got an invite.
Okay.
So
I don't check. I only check.
I don't think it's Friday.
I've been checking Facebook lately only because I've been making money. And I think I've made more money on Facebook with the Reels than I have on TikTok ever. Yeah. It's crazy. I have 400,000 followers on TikTok, and I've made more money on Twitch, Snapchat, Facebook, anything other than TikTok.
Yeah.
I did I broke 20,000
Well, you know why
followers
that
on
is.
Facebook.
They like to take the money from you.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I mean, Twitch is doing the same thing, but at least I got some support over there.
Yeah, but the amount that TikTok is taking is asinine.
Yeah, we've been getting some good views on Facebook. We're at like 1.8 million views in the last 2 weeks or something that. So we're up at fucking $500 of the $1,200 max for October. So
for the month,
I'll take it. You got anything else going on for the grinds my gears?
Nope, I didn't have one this week, so I'm good there.
That moves us into the Dingleberry of the week.
Hey guys, look! It's a Dingleberry of the week.
So this has kind of been going on in the news a lot lately, and it only matters if you've been paying attention to it, which most people probably haven't, but there's a huge scandal going on in the chess world.
Scandal in the chess world.
Scandal.
I'm already bored and intrigued.
Both, right?
Yeah.
So there's a guy named Magnus, and he's like
Magnus?
Yeah, he's like world champ. Like everybody wants to be this guy in the chess world, right? He's just a champion, just wins all the time. And then there's this newer kid that's like a chess prodigy, and he's become a grand champion. Well, they both played each other.
Okay.
And Magnus, who's the champ, and Hans, who's the challenger, Magnus suspected the other kid of cheating and walked out of their match, and it's caused a whole bunch of controversy. And it's finally come out that the Hans, the new kid,
Yeah.
has admitted to cheating, and they suspect through a bunch of programs that they use to like track player moves and wins and how they won and what statistically should have happened and how different that is from how the player played. They figured out that he's cheated a ton. And
how's he cheating? I'm confused on that. So is he cheating because he's the one pulling all these stats on everybody, or those are what they're using to determine that he's cheating?
Yeah, that's what they're using to determine. So they have programs that say, like, 87% of the time, the person would play this. This person would play this.
So because he's not playing by those, they deem that. I'm confused as to how you're cheating without moving people forward.
I don't really know chess a whole lot, but because of the statistics and the way they fall, as far as him not doing what would statistically be prudent or normal play, that he's like outside the lines there.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
It doesn't to me either.
That'd be like me going to play blackjack at the casino and them accusing me of cheating because I play dumb.
Well, like it'd be like if you counted cards in
No, but he's not doing that.
Is what they're saying.
Counting cards would be completely different. They're saying statistically he should be not splitting these tens, and I split the tens, so I'm cheating. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Counting cards would be like him somehow moving the pieces, or him maybe having an earpiece and someone else telling him what moves to be making via a computer program.
Well, that's kind of
that would be like.
That's kind of what they're
makes sense to me.
thinking too. As far it said in the article that like a lot of his matches online, so like he streamed. Say he streamed like 100.
Okay.
Say he streamed 100, or like he played 100 online. He only streamed 25, so he tried to say that he wasn't cheating because he was like, well, how could I cheat if I was streaming, you know? And the other 75, those statistics came up again, but then in the personal matches, like the face-to-face matches,
Yeah.
they were suggesting, this is wild, this is kind of gonna blow your mind and make you laugh at the same time, talking about something in their rectum where somebody's like trying to pass signals on like what to play, like how to play, like by buzzes through whatever is in there.
I feel like
I'm kidding. I'm not kidding you. This is a real thing.
But I understand. But I feel like that blows their whole argument up, because you could do that a million other ways.
Well, and they're basing
you could
it
have a ring on the buzzes. You could have a watch. You could have something hidden.
But that's
going
gonna
to
be that's gonna be more noticeable than something up the butt.
but that's what they're going to, dude. That'd be like, nope, Nadia. I think Nadia's cheating at Call of Duty. She's probably got something in her butt that makes her play better.
But apparently, this is like a known type of way to cheat in the chess world. I shit you not. Pardon the pun. I kid you not. Like it's
you imagine
insane.
showing up to a chess match and they're like, spread them.
Yeah, dude.
Drop your pants.
And that's why I was laughing so hard when I read this article. But that was one of the suggestions because it's been known to happen before. It's just it's the wildest story, and it's about chess, which is funny.
I guess I'm still just hung up on like the only way that I think you could actually cheat at chess would be physically moving the pieces.
Which you obviously can't do because you got people watching.
That's why I'm like, how the hell is he cheating?
Yeah.
I'm
just going off of what they said, which was the statistical moves that should have been played.
You know what this sounds like to me? This sounds like a fucking PGA Live situation.
Yeah.
It sounds like we want the old guy who's on our side to keep winning, so the new kid probably got something up his ass telling him how to play chess. I guarantee the PGA is like, man, those Live players walking around with golf club buzzers up their buttholes so they know what the ranges are on these shots.
They know the exact range by the number.
That's weird to me. That's weird. Or maybe it's the other way. Maybe they're just trying to revamp chess.
Maybe.
And
I don't know.
Hey, Nadia's killing it right now because everyone's saying that she's cheating. So we'll start a cheating scandal in the chess world.
And this is not the first. This is not the. I've honestly. This is how freaking lame and nerdy I am. I've actually been following this story for a little bit, like since it happened back in early September. And I'm like,
didn't you just say you don't know how to play chess?
I
but you're
don't, but I'm following
chess
this
stories?
story because I'm like, they're sticking things in their butt to play.
Oh,
Dude, it's
no.
wild. It's insane.
I
It's
feel
insane.
again. I feel like there's a million other ways you can get a signal, but hey, the butt works.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's the craziest story to come out of one of the most.
Yeah. Well,
like-
if he is cheating, that definitely makes him the Dingleberry of the week.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, especially if he's cheating with the rectum buzzer.
If you're gonna cheat, don't get caught, dumbass.
But then there's the other side of like, if you're not cheating, you didn't really want to win that bad, did you?
True.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta take a look. Did you see what the second vote was for? I know the first one was for me.
I have no idea because you are the main on that, so I don't see what the.
Oh,
I just see
yeah.
the amount of people voted, so
You can't see.
I
it
have no
without
idea.
Voting.
yeah. So I
Alright,
didn't
let's
do
pull
that.
it up.
I didn't want to get
Bros
yelled at.
Twitter.
It'd be funny if it was a tie.
It's gonna end up being a tie,
It's
but
pro-
I'll kick it
it's
your way
probably-
'cause I've had
It's probably not.
the first pick the last
Well, I'm not gonna take it because a true win
couple
is.
weeks.
Yeah.
Nope, all me. big dog.
Yeah.
All me. That's what you get. You get for chicken, McDonald's, and Taco Bell. You rat.
People are lying.
And he took Subway from
They're
me. He took
lying.
Subway, you
People be
turd.
lying. There's no way.
Alrighty. This week we are drafting. Oh, I guess. Hang on.
Aw, shit. Here we go again. It's these two bros fantasy draft.
Paid for those. We might as well use them. This week we are drafting best burger topping.
Interesting.
So, going under the general rule, it is a beef burger. Nothing crazy. No chicken burgers.
Okay.
No weird toppings on. Oh, if this was on a chicken
Toppings
burger.
also include condiments.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just clarifying.
And then I feel like because of that, we have to include like specific. Like if you take regular yellow mustard, I can take spicy brown
Dijon.
mustard or something like that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Some Grey Poupon or you know what
Gotcha.
I'm saying. Let me get a pen and make sure everything's copacetic.
Absolutely. An interesting one. There's lots of choices.
Oh, for sure.
Lots of choices there. You're first.
I think first round draft pick I think is bacon.
Yeah, it has to be.
It has to be. I don't
has to
want
be.
to take bacon. I do enjoy bacon on my
It's-
burger, but it's not like a staple.
It's a
to me.
logical choice, though.
Yeah, it's like you have to take it just for the
Yeah.
value. That leaves second and third pick go to you.
Oh, gotta go with the classics. I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, one of them's got to be ketchup.
Yeah, ketchup. That's a big play.
Right.
I wouldn't don't make the same mistake you made last week and take the two right next to each other.
I think people were lying to themselves last week, but whatever. Insane that people would lie like that.
No, it was my loyals, remember?
Yeah,
My loyals
It's a
because
combination of both. But only two. So pass this on to your friends and
Yeah,
let's get
step this up.
voting out here. Let's get like
I
50
even posted
people.
that one on TikTok.
Yeah, I don't know. Lame. People are lame.
Third pick. First pick in the second round for you.
I'm gonna go. Do I have to be specific with cheese? Or just cheese is like.
No, I
one
think
of-
cheese in general.
I think cheese is like one of those that would be like
It's like bacon.
like cheese, any cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you kind of take all
I'll
cheeses
go with
that.
cheese.
Yeah.
I'll go with cheese, even though that's not friendly to my lactose intolerant friends.
That's a pretty filthy pick, though. The value on that is
I would think so,
is
but
high.
we will see.
Let's see. So I've got the next two picks. I didn't really prep for this a whole lot.
We
It's
never
one of those
do.
Things, one of those things where you just think like, oh, I know what I like on my burger.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this before you get it though. And I'm taking. Shit, do I do?
I have you at two choices, and I will be surprised if you don't take the number one. That
I
I'm
gotta
picking.
take red onion,
Okay.
but I'm afraid that you're just gonna settle for normal onion, and it's gonna somehow win because people don't like red onion. I don't know. I don't think I can take just onions in general. I think I have to be specific, or is that like the cheese?
I think that would be like the cheese.
Okay, cool,
I think-
perfect. That
I
works
think-
well for me. Then
yeah,
onions.
I think that would
yeah,
be.
let's get super specific about the type of lettuce we want on our burger. Okay.
Oh, I just thought of another one.
I've got some that I really like, but I can't take them because there's just no the ceiling is so low on them because people are so weird about it. Like I want to take the peanut butter sauce from like Killer Burger.
Yeah. I mean,
there's just no value in it. Like the same for people showing out for In-N-Out. Like it's just not gonna happen. So it's not worth taking that.
That's
pick.
a tough one. That's a tough one.
I think I'm going to go the other half of yours. I love mustard, so I'm gonna take just yellow mustard. I do like fancy mustard, but yellow mustard on a burger it's just good all the time.
I'm not a regular mustard fan.
I know.
I
know
you're other mustards. So, but to each their own. That's why the list is the list.
Yes, sir. Next two picks are yours.
I think, and this is the one that I thought you were gonna take originally, but I would have taken onions in your spot too. Tomatoes.
See, and I love tomatoes, but it bugs me that we cut them up just for me. Like,
I eat them.
You put them on your burger?
Yeah,
gotcha.
Absolutely.
For some reason, I struggle with tomatoes on like a burger.
I just try and because usually
I tear them up.
Well, usually you have 2 burgers, so I try and leave enough for both burgers.
Yeah, usually I just take one tomato slice and I just tear it up into small pieces.
Gotcha.
Because I hate when I bite into a burger and the whole tomato comes off. It's like, why did I even put this on the burger? Yeah,
that's annoying.
But tomato, that's a big one. I think a lot of people love burger.
Oh, and I just thought of another one that I don't put on mine, but like I know a lot of people put pickles on.
That's the hardest part of pickles. You bastard. That is a great pick.
I know.
Oh man, that's dirty.
I don't do it, but I know a lot of people do. Yeah.
Wow, that was a good pick. I was not prepared.
I literally just thought of that, and I was like, I cannot let that. I cannot let that escape the picks.
Do I go condiment route? I think I've got 2 picks here, so I think I can do a condiment route, and then do I take what your last pick is going to be? Might be healthy. I'm going to end up with 2 condiments here at the end. I mean, it's going to be a healthy burger. Yours is going to straight classic burger here. Ooh. I'm torn right now. I'm just gonna say mayo.
I know it seemed like such an easy list to start out, and then it's like,
once you start, it's like the 2 final picks that I have here. It could go either way, and it just depends on who the 2 people who are gonna vote this.
Yeah, the 200 people.
2 votes. I'm so confused. I'm gonna go. Did I already say it? Mayo.
Yeah, mayo is a good choice. A good one.
And then I think I'm going condiment again.
Okay.
And I think as much as I want to go like egg.
Pause for a dramatic effect.
I want to do like egg. I want to get away, but I feel like a lot of people don't like that. I
don't know.
I think that's a one-off. I'm going to take barbecue sauce.
Yeah, good call.
Because I know you're going to take
good
it.
Call. If you didn't, I wasn't, but now I'm going to take fried egg. So...
All right,
I love me a fried egg,
dude. I love fried egg on a burger. It's so good, especially with some ham on there.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Now I'm hungry for a burger.
Maybe even a little pineapple.
Yeah, no. You're just trying to upset people now. So let me write these down.
BBQ sauce and the good stuff. Fried egg. Hopefully runny. Don't cook it all the way through.
So on this week's list on best burger toppings, Andrew's list comes in with ketchup, cheese, tomatoes, pickles, fried egg. That's a solid burger in itself.
Yeah. I would be upset that I didn't have onion, but I could probably get through that.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly,
you've got an egg on there.
Yeah,
well, how do you not a runny fried egg on there?
Oh,
and then
it's got to be runny.
My list coming through with bacon, onion, mustard, mayo, and barbecue sauce.
Yours is just sauces and bacon.
You say that like it's a bad thing. I would eat that on a burger. I
would too. Take out the mustard though.
Dude, the mustard's a great binder. That's how I'm just gonna use it as a binder for my barbecue sauce.
You already got the barbecue mayo. Actually, you could make a barbecue mayo out of that.
Oh, it'd be gangster.
Woo,
be so good.
Sheesh.
I think these lists are going to be tough for people to vote on.
Slap.
Yeah.
Those are slappers right there.
I think Christina's going to have a hard time picking which one she wants. Alrighty. Anything
Yeah.
else?
Not that I know of.
Cool. Thank you guys so much for coming and hang out. I do appreciate it. I love seeing the views on Anchor when we go to post this week's podcast.
Yeah,
I get to
it's
see
nice.
next week's. If you guys haven't checked us out on Spotify, give us a search. Like, we post this stuff on there, so you can just listen to the audio there.
You can send it to your friends.
Send it to a friend. who
Yeah,
thinks,
send it to a
hey,
friend.
Hey, you like idiots? Listen to these two. Check us out. We're on every social media at TheseTwoBros. You guys can come hang out with us just about anywhere.
Go vote on Twitter. Give us more than 2 votes. Let's go.
All right, you guys have a great rest of your night.
Be sure to follow us on all your favorite socials at These Two Bros.